Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Chihuahua City for tonight's FIBA World Cup qualified matchup between Mexico and Colombia. Well, promises to be a very exciting matchup, but nonetheless, Mexico, of course, the only team to defeat the United States, which they did here on this home court in window one. And it's going to be a very intense matchup between these two teams here. Colombia made history. Talk about doing it right at the death. And the victory against Brazil saw them come through to the next round and knock out Chile like they did in the FIBA America Cup qualifiers. Well, here come the players for Colombia. Now, Colombia, as we mentioned, they can see Hansel along with Brian Angola, who's been the key player for them. Well, Michael Jackson, along with Juan Teo, a team that really had to dig deep. They defeated Colombia in the last window, and then it was a big victory against Brazil that saw them go through. Well, for Mexico, of course, it's been a great start for them in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, led by Amar Quinteo. Well, there you can see Daniel Amigo El Bigote will not be playing in this game, of course, due to injury. And Mexico, of course, there are other superstars at the moment. Gabriel Giron. He's going to have to step up in this game and really deliver here for Mexico. And you can see Giron coming out there. Imperative to see how well it comes out in this game. Orlando Mendes as well, the veteran player, with the absence. Well, there is Juan Toscano. Well, Toscano is in the building, baby. And now we will stand for the national anthems of these two beautiful countries, starting with the visitors of Colombia. Well, the national anthems of these two beautiful countries have been sung. And ladies and gentlemen, the players now will shake hands, pay each other the homage, as we will get set to introduce our officials for tonight's game. We're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions and now continue to do so here tonight at the FIBA World Cup Qualifiers live in Chihuahua City. And the home crowd really starting to get into this one now. They know it's going to be a very contested fixture here tonight. There are our three officials. We have from Venezuela, Daniel Alberto Garcia Nieves, Jose Fernandez from Caracas, and of course from Argentina, we have our final official. We're going to take a look at the starting lineup. So we're going to start here with the Colombians. Remember, the Colombians, two crucial victories in the last window. One against Chile, who they knocked out after their next victory, which was a historic one against Brazil, of course. We know tonight is going to be a contested matchup, of course. Well, from Costa Rica, going back to our officials, Jose Fernandez from Costa Rica and Franco Ronconi from Argentina. Well, Brian Angola, they can see Baby Duncan, Jaime Echenique, along with Hansel Atencia, Luis Almanza, along with Juan Teo, all in the starting lineup now. Well, Hansel Atencia, one of the quickest guards you'll ever see. Troca, DeLuque, Action Jackson, all coming off the bench. And there is their coach, the veteran, El Tío Guillermo Moreno. Well, Mission Impossible was achieved in the FIBA America qualifiers, in which they defeated Argentina and avoided an exit, thus knocking out Chile. And again, Chile had the head-to-head when they met each other in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers here in the first 3 rounds. But in the last round, it was Colombia's victory against Brazil that knocked out Chile again. Paul Stoll, Paco Cruz, along with Gabriel Heron and Ismael Gutierrez. With a big talk, of course, Juan Toscano of the Golden State Warriors, the NBA champion. And Coach Omar Quintero, one of the best coaches you will see here in international basketball. There he is, the man of the hour. Honestly, making history now here for Mexico basketball. If he can get them to the FIBA World Cup, it'll be monumental. The last time they made it to a World Cup was at the FIBA World Cup in Spain in 2014. Can he keep it going? Well, there is Orlando Mendez, one of their veteran players, of course. And again, in front of this home crowd, it was when Mexico defeated the United States. Paul Stoll left that game with a broken nose after Isaiah Thomas came down with a jump shot. And there is another former NBA player as well. So Mexico really have come with their best lineup here tonight. They mean business. Well, we are now down to the Tissot countdown to tip-off under a minute. This is the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Mexico currently hosted the Giant Killers, as they must be called, Colombia. You can see Ibagwin Andrews having a monster energy drink right before the game. And again, forget what the nutrition coach says or what the doctor. Go ahead, have an energy drink right before a big game. But again, Ibagwin Andrews, just tough as nails. What a key player he's been for Colombia. And big talk, of course, having Juan Toscano here. Then we played for Fuerza Regea and Solis de Mexicali before going to play in the G League, and then eventually ended up with the Golden State Warriors. Well, Juan Teo, of course, a man who's played all over Europe for that matter. Well, what you're going to see in this game, of course, is a very disciplined Mexico team against a very, very hungry and aggressive Colombia team that, quite frankly, like to run everything through Brian Angola. And then have other options with the likes of Juan Teo, and not to mention Hansel Atencia. Well, Echenique, Baby Duncan. Well, Paco Cruz, of course, having a big season in the Turkish Basketball Superliga and in the Basketball Champions League with Tofaş Bursa. Well, buenos dias. Well, excuse me, buenas tardes, and welcome here to Chihuahua City. The tip is underway, and it will be Colombia had the first possession. Well, Colombia wastes no time to go down low, and again, they miss the open look. Is now Mexico. We're trying to get things going here with Paul Stoll and the ball in his hands. Stoll now giving the ball up here to Gabriel Haran. They want to go to dribble handoff now. As Paco Cruz now uses the ball screen. Cruz down the middle now, pulls up for a mid-range, takes it top of the key, doesn't get it. It's Mexico just able to secure an offensive rebound. Well, Juan Teo there, you can see, mashing up defensively with Toscano. Well, Cruz now has got 5 seconds now. He pulls up for a Hail Mary three. Paco Cruz nails it. Well, breaks the first iron there. Well, Paul Stoll now matching up here with Hansel Atencia. Atencia, arguably one of the quickest backcourt players you'll see here in international basketball. Well, Juan Teo now giving this one up to Hansel Atencia. Atencia calling for a ball screen. Atencia pulling up from no man's land. The offensive rebound, and this is what Colombia does now. Colombia will scrap for every second chance they can get. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mexico ball. Paul Stoll now brings the ball up, finds Juan Toscano. Toscano with a backdoor play, goes up, and again avoids the block shot from Paco Cruz. Well, cruising early on now here for Mexico. Well, Colombia now, again, just trying to find some rhythm in their offense, of course. As Brian Angola has the ball in his hands. Angola now gives up the Hansel Atencia. He's going to use the top screen here for Juan Teo. Atencia now coming off another screen under the basket. Throws it down with a bit of authority. And again, Colombia doing what they do best. Well, Paul Stoll now, he'll step back, he'll take a three-pointer. Paul Stoll, again, we're now perimeter shooting. Remember the game against the United States in which they won here, November. And now we got a steal here as Gabriel Haran comes up with it. Well, Haran's got options now. Finds Ovid and lays that one up under the basket. As Ismael Gutierrez comes up with the quick points here. Foul has been committed here by Paco Cruz. And now Brian Angola here, heavily guarded by Gabriel Haran. Almost turns it over. Well, now Juan Toscano comes up with a loose ball. Well, Toscano finds Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a throwdown. Well, the assist coming from Juan Toscano. And Colombia have to call timeout. Well, Toscano trying to get Los Fanáticos, Los Aficionados into the game, baby. Let's see a replay of that. We got to credit the way, of course, Juan Toscano just put the pressure on Brian Angola, coming up with that loose ball. Well, there was the steal by Toscano, finding Gutierrez. Well, Gutierrez says, buenas noches. With a two-handed rim rocker. Well, Angola now takes a transition again. There's a quick play, and that's what Colombia need to keep doing. Attacking the basket at the moment. And he'll go back to the free throw line. Well, that is Baby Duncan, Jaime Echenique. And most recently played in the NBA G League with the Capital City Go-Go's, the NBA G League team of the Washington Wizards. Well, went to Trinity Valley Community College before transferring to Wichita State. As he makes the second free throw now. Well, Mexico now. Well, Paco Cruz left wide open, takes another one, doesn't get it. The rebound secured, and this is what Mexico need to keep doing now. Need to keep putting the pressure here. Goes in the lane now, bit of contact, he tucks that one away. Again, as I mentioned with Mexico, they will keep battling all night. Very physical, very strong, very relentless to say the least. Well, Paco Cruz now with the ball in his hands. Finds Gabriel Herron, who's also a very big perimeter threat. Goes pick and roll now with Ismael Gutierrez now. Herron for three, and it's nothing but net. Triple, one more time, please. Well, Gabriel Herron, of course, a player that has featured for Solis de Mexicali in his time in the professional league here in Mexico. Well, they go down low now to Baby Duncan now. Baby Duncan trying to make the move. Bit of contact there. Baby Duncan going to work. As Echenique just kissing that one off the backboard. Well, under the basket, Ismael Gutierrez. Well, Hansel Atencia pulls up for a quick three-point again, way off the mark. You just start to think with Colombia. Now Toscano in transition, finding Gabriel Herron, and Gabriel Herron lays it up. Again, you talk about the hard work and the hustle of Colombia at that time there. Just getting outplayed in transition. Now Juan Teo here, got it by Juan Toscano. And that is what I call a one-on-one right there. And Angola now coming off one screen, faking it, passes out, good ball movement. Atencia tries another three-pointer, three is up. And Hansel Atencia hits a big-time three-pointer. Maybe just will settle the nerves of these Colombian players. Mexico now here with the ball in the hands of Paco Cruz. Finding Juan Toscano now, looking to get a pick and roll here with Paul Stoll. Back to Toscano. Toscano down the middle. Another kick out. Good ball, the pump fake. Herron tries another three-pointer. Doesn't get it. The rebound has been secured. As now Brian Angola comes up with it. Angola takes a quick three in transition. Again, was that the right shot to go for? Finding Paco Cruz now. It's Cruz looking to go down the middle. Cruz now just going to work against Angola. And Paco Cruz just taking Brian Angola to school. Well, Juan Teo now faking the handoff. Kicks out to Brian Angola, tries another three, and Brian Angola is fouled in the process. It's a silly foul to give away because now it's going to be a chance for Brian Angola to have 3 free throws here for Colombia. Well, substitution is going to be made here for Mexico. So now coming into the game for Mexico. This is going to be a big moment now here. Well, Mexico now bringing in Jorge Gutierrez into the game. Now, Gutierrez has played the NBA for the Brooklyn Nets. As Angola makes a free throw. Well, Brian Angola, of course, has won the FIBA Euro Cup with Iranian Nes Tsiana in the Israeli Winter League. So has that experience of playing continental basketball. Also has played for AEK Athens as well. And you can see Colombia provisional substitution. So coming into the game, if he makes this, which he does, is Romario Roque. So Brian Angola now cutting it down to a 7-point ball game. Mexico now just dealing with the full court pressure here. It's Gutierrez now kicking this one in the corner. Toscano looking for another handoff now. Finding Toscano off the screen. Well, Juanito now a bit of shake and bake. And Gutierrez with a foul has been caught on Romario Roque. That's his first personal, Colombia's first team foul now here of the game for that matter. They get the ball down. Stoll almost falls over. He does just that as Gutierrez comes up with it. And one Gutierrez to another now pulls up from the mid-range, and again he tucks it away. But Colombia took a few gambles on defense there, but weren't able to recover. It's now Hansel Atencia finding the Bagwan Andrews. Roque now. Roque trying to go to the basket, kicks out to Atencia. Atencia's made 1-3, takes another one. Hansel Atencia. Again, in the moment, hitting a second tray ball. And this is what we talk about Colombia. Maybe the structure, the style of play they will put out there won't be the same as other teams they go up against. But they will compete, they'll scrap, they'll go for everything. Well, we got an ankle breaker. Gutierrez for three, nothing but net. And he sends Hansel Atencia to the medics room. Well, Gutierrez, well, look at this. Somebody call the doctor. Gutierrez está fuego. Con la triple, there's the ankle breaker. 3 puntos, por favor, Gutierrez. Well, back to a 9-point ball game with that three-pointer. Well, Atencia now looking to give this one up to Romario Roque. As Juan Teo has been very quiet in these games so far. Got it by Juan Toscano. Juan Teo pulls up from the mid-range, takes it, nails it. And the former Ritas Vilnius player gets his first 2 points of the game now. Gutierrez now finding Gabriel Harun. Another kick out now, finding Toscano. Toscano now using the screen. 6 in the shot clock now. Well, Toscano, well, maybe he just learned that one from Stephen Curry this season. Maybe Klay Thompson. Well, the NBA champion, Juan Toscano, nails the three-pointer. Another turnover now as Gabriel Harun comes up with it. Harun with a bit of contact, and he will go to the free throw line. Well, the foul is going to be called on Michael Jackson, so smart play there by Gabriel Harun. Just a bit of contact. Well, Juan Teo now goes to the bench to take a breather. Gabriel Harani usually is a very reliable free throw shooter. Misses the first one. Well, makes the second one now, putting it back to 11-point ball game here for Mexico. Well, Hansel Atencia now gets away with a push-off, so Mexico have a man down now. Back to Atencia. They go for a three in the corner. Three is up, and it's way off the mark. It's Jackson. And a turnover as Bedev out of control on the sideline there. And Mexico, again, just getting a little too casual with themselves. Well, Mark Quintero now just going to his bench, and as now you can see coming into the game here for Mexico is Jorge Gutierrez, along with Hector Hernandez. They try another three-pointer from downtown in Colombia. Again, I can't understand why it's so many points to go from the perimeter when they've got the size and the physicality to really compete with Mexico down low. Another turnover from Mexico again. Just being too casual with the basketball. As Hector Hernandez unable to secure the pass now. Curls the screen now, Romario Roque, excuse me. With a beautiful little wraparound finger roll there. That could have been a potential 2-for-1 there for Colombia. 9-point lead now. Mexico, great defense here from Roque. 14 on the shot clock now here for Mexico. Can they get something going? And here's the kick out. Gutierrez has made 1-3, takes another one, but an easy offensive rebound. Well, Colombia, with no excuses, Fabian Jaimes secures the rebound now. No seconds there on the shot clock. So Atencia can dribble this one down for the last shot. A traveling violation, but what a poor shot there. 8.7 seconds left on the shot clock. Well, Michael Jackson was the savior for Colombia with the rebound from the airball shot of Brian Angola against Brazil, but in that case, you got to drill that one down for the last shot. Again, a very poor shot selection. So now Mexico with a bit more time left here. There's the penetration, goes up, gets rejected. It goes out of bounds. It goes off of Romario Roque. So it's going to be a baseline ball here to Mexico. Well, Perez with the drive, and Ibaguen Andrews does just enough there, I think, to get a fingertip. And they get it up, and it's no good. And at the end of the first quarter, Mexico hold on to an 11-point lead here, 32-21 over Colombia. We'll take a look at some of the stats and the highlights so far from here in the first quarter. But Mexico, 5 of 10 from the perimeter, shooting a very impressive stat. And you can see as well from inside the rainbow, Colombia only 5 for 7, while Mexico very impressive, 8 for 10. Again, you'd like to see Colombia use their size and physicality. But again, that's not acceptable there. 3 rebounds only for Colombia. Well, there was Paco Cruz early on, getting his shot going from downtown. And so Atencia finding baby Duncan with a two-handed jam. It's not Toscano there with a bounce pass, finding Gutierrez. Gutierrez just throwing it down with a bit of authority. That was the play by Romario Roque. Well, make sure you download, subscribe, Courtside 1891 to get all the best international basketball all over the world. Courtside 1891. We have the FIBA America Cup and the Eurobasket coming up in the next fortnight, along with the FIBA Women's World Cup. And you can watch it all on Courtside 1891. As we said with Mexico, already 50% from the perimeter so far. Juan Toscano again, just showing how dynamic his game could be as an NBA champion coming into his team, and really just being an ultimate warrior as a role player here. We're looking to get a handoff now here with Perez. Perez now with the ball in his hands. Almost throws away, does just that, and now Brian Angola in transition. What do we have here? Throws it down in transition. And that's much better there from Michael Action Jackson. Now we'll do Colombia a world of favors now. Build their confidence. Mario Roque here with the suffocating man-to-man defense. The backdoor play now, trying to find Juan Toscano. Try another three-point in Mexico. Don't get it. Brian Angola secures a rebound, and now Romario Roque. Angola for three, doesn't get it. Jackson with the offensive rebound. Well, Jackson just throws it away. Mateo comes up with it. Another poor passer, and again, it's plays like that with Colombia. You just got to ask, what are you guys thinking sometimes? Colombia played some fantastic basketball by getting key results, but poor passes like that. Gutierrez now looking for Toscano. Toscano's hit 1-3, and he makes another one. Well, he is bringing the cash and the splash from the Bay Area as he hits his second tray ball of the night. Angola now with the ball in his hands, guarded by Toscano. He draws a foul. Toscano trying to say to the referee, he's got to be careful. He just clapped at the referee. Doesn't want to pick up a technical foul. .12-point lead now, hit in Mexico. Early stage of the second quarter. Colombia, there's a penetration again, much better there from Michael Jackson, so he'll go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, Colombia now trailing by 10 points again. Gutierrez was the kick out. Good ball movement. Finding Perez now trying to get something going here. Mexico just trying to break down this defense, of course. It's Gutierrez. Finds in the middle now, goes in a little hook shot. Oh, he missed that one. And now Andrews, transition, goes up and he Bogdan Andrews gets the and one. Look at that from Bogdan Andrews. Well, he missed a free throw now. Could have cut it down to a 7-point ball game. And there's the penetration now. Perez trying to fake this one out against Romario Roque. Gets a switch on defense to try to throw it down low. There's a mismatch behind the back pass. Goes in, and Gutierrez. Well, the former Brooklyn net just making it look so easy. A 10-point ball game now. You got to credit the fact that due to the unorthodox style of how Colombia plays, backdoor play, Romario Roque, another beautiful play there. Well, what I was trying to say about Colombia is that, you know, the unorthodox way they play, being able to compete here, they still manage to stay in the basketball game. Well, there's the play now, and Gutierrez just going to work on Romario Roque. Well, Brian Angola one more time now on the ball. Angola goes all the way, hangs in the air. Can he get it? Doesn't get it. He's out of bounds, but it's going to be Colombia ball. Well, Hansel Atencia, but again, it's the players they have that kind of fit this unorthodox style. When I say unorthodox, really the way Colombia plays is very unique. And, you know, it's the kind of style that really works for them, of course. And if you have any arguments about it, you can say, well, here's a team that beat Argentina. Here's a team that did also beat Brazil. An unsportsmanlike foul is going to be called against Michael Jackson. So Gabriel Herrán will go to the free throw line for 2 shots, and Mexico will get the ball back. Well, now Gabriel Herrán here at the free throw line for Mexico. One of the long-standing members. Now, one thing you should know about Gabriel Herrán is that he has a brother, and his brother doesn't play for Mexico. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about right now, at some point go read about his brother. And they may just be the only 2 brothers that play for different national teams. So while Gabriel plays for Panama, Daniel Herrán plays for Panama. So the same family, but different jerseys. That is the article you can read about on the FIBA website. Well, Herrán now. Well, sorry, Perez left wide open, doesn't get it. It's a bit of a wasted opportunity there off the unsportsmanlike foul from Mexico. It's now Colombia. Golden now being heavily guarded by Gutierrez. Now Juan Teo throws it down low to Baby Duncan, but they turn it over. And now Perez has options in transition. Another turnover now. Herrán can push this one. 13-point lead here for Mexico. In the lane, bit of contact. Goes off the backboard, doesn't get it. Now this is where Colombia sometimes can have an advantage. Atencia, he's hit 2 threes. Takes another one, doesn't get it. The foul has been committed by Juan Teo. Well, Herrán now trying to post up here. Trying to go down the middle. Spins around, goes again. Herrán going in. Oh, he doesn't get it. Well, the rebound secured by Baby Duncan, and now Juan Teo's going to bring this ball up. Baby Duncan with a pump fake. He's going to go in the lane now. goes in and doesn't get the and one. And then Chinike, a.k.a. Baby Duncan, will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. The foul is going to be called on Ismael Gutierrez. They missed the first free throw again. Colombia, at the moment, you got to start to ask the question, where is the inspiration going to come in their offense? It makes the second one now, cutting it back down to a 12-point ball game with over 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. As Shanike, a.k.a. Baby Duncan, gets the second free throw. Getting a handoff now, Gutierrez. Gutierrez putting up a little teardrop, and he gets the and one. Well, looks like he's taking a shot in the process. And Mark Quintero loves the way that his players are moving the ball, getting good looks. It's a tough move there, little teardrop, and again, he just took the contact as he came down with it. Well, Jorge Gutierrez, a local actually from here in Chihuahua, Mexico. Well, there is the app for Courtside 1891. Make sure you download it, of course. Well, the and one free throw now for the local player here who comes from Chihuahua. Now moves them up to a 15-point lead here for Mexico with under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Well, Brian Angola with the ball in his hands now, gives up to Hansel Atencia. Colombia now just trying to find ways here to break down this defense. Gutierrez again with a great defense, but it remains in possession of Colombia. And now they have 6 seconds here on the shot clock to get something going. Well, they find Juan Teo now. Juan Teo loses dribble. They got to shoot it. Again, too many dribbles. I thought they were going to call a traveling violation, but the referees were happy to go with the 24-second violation instead. Comes Paul Stoll now. Stoll trying to come off one screen. Throwing it down low to Gabriel Harun now. And again, right idea. You see the curl screen coming from Jorge Gutierrez. Angola now finding Juan Teo. His tail looking for Hansel Atencia. Well, Baby Duncan demand the ball, but turn it over is now Gabriel Harun. Harun goes up, missed a layup, the follow-up. The third time lucky, still can't get it. The foul has been called. That's the 4th team foul against Colombia. So it's going to be Mexico ball on the baseline. Great job there by Fabian Jaimes. Well, now Mexico here with a 15-point lead, trying to get a reversal to Gabriel Jaron. Jaron going baseline now, kicking out to Paul Stoles, just check back into the game. Well, Gutierrez kicks out to Jorge. Jorge for 3, in and out, doesn't get it. Now Brian Angola here, heavily guided by Gabriel Jaron. Getting a handoff here with Hansel Tencia, back to Baby Duncan. Baby Duncan all the way, doesn't get it. The follow-up, and that's much better there for Colombia. Well, that is how they're going to stay in this game. They've got to follow in for the second chance points, but more importantly, they've got to keep throwing the ball down low. Well, Luis Almanza with the follow-up there, cutting it down to a 13-point ball game. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Paul Stoll with the ball in his hands. That's a silly foul to give away there by Hansel Tencia. Well, why are you overcommitting that much? I mean, there's the first reach. Why are you reaching in the second place? Because now Paul Stoll will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, Paul Stoll now, the man originally from Michigan in the United States with Mexican family and heritage. Gets the second one, drop with the shooter's roll. Well, back to a 15-point lead now. There's Echenike looking for a handoff here with Brian Angola. Angola pulling up for a tough shot, and Brian Angola, much needed. The question, did he have his foot on the line? It's a 3-point play. So cutting it down to a 12-point ball game. Brian Angola moves up to 6 points now. Paul Stoll now giving up to Gabriel Jaron. Jaron now turns it over. There's now Almanza. Back to Almanza. And a foul has been committed. So Luis Almanza will go back to the free throw line here. I think the home crowd very disappointed. They felt that maybe Paul Stoll got all ball in that one. Let's have a look at the replay here. Tencia does so well there. Well, I mean, the argument you got is he goes across the body. So watch Paul Stoll's hands. Does look like that from that angle. There is a lot of ball, but anytime you go across and play his arms from the side, you're just inviting the official to make a decision there. Almanza misses a second free throw. Again, free throw is just so crucial in a game like this for a team like Colombia. And they have shot 9 for 12 from the free throw line so far. Well, Juan Toscano back in the game, and Toscano loses his dribble and goes out of bounds. And the home crowd felt there was a foul there, and Toscano just needs to calm down a little bit. Doesn't want to pick up a technical foul. I mean, what Toscano coming into this game is obviously one of the best players on the court. You know, when you think about an NBA champion playing in the NBA dunk competition, at the moment now his team needs a bit more leadership. Brian Angola kicks on the corner to Almanza. He tries a three-pointer. 3 is up. It's way off the mark. Baby Duncan comes up with a rebound. Kicks out to Angola. Takes another three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Well, Juan Teo trying to go for the offensive rebound. To no avail, of course. Stoll now finding Gutierrez. Gutierrez under the basket. Reverse. That is Bonito Baloncesto Mexicano. I love the way they share the basketball. So Tensi now pulls up for mid-range, takes a shot, doesn't get it. And Teo still can't get a rebound. Just over 1 minute to go here. Geron, big three. Muchos gracias, hermanito Gabriel Geron. Oh, hits a big-time triple. The pull still now coming off one screen, takes a Hail Mary, no man's land three-pointer. Well, me llamo Posto, mucho gusto. Well, Romario Roque now goes in the lane, and Romario Roque gets the and one. But cutting it back down to a 17-point ball game. Gotta love the spirit of Romario Roque there, just making that penetration, getting to the basket. Well, Mario Roque now with a free throw here, can make a three-point play. Does just that, cutting it down. Back to a 16-point ball game. Mexico now with 20.9 seconds left here in the first half. They'll try to dribble this one down now for the last shot with Toscano. Colombia don't want to foul now. Toscano now looking to isolate here against Almanzar with a crossover. Well, Toscano goes in, doesn't get the and one. Well, feeling like an NBA champion, definitely playing like one. Toscano letting him know it's a foul. Of course it's a foul. I think Juan Teo and Juan Toscano got a bit of Juan there. Juanito. Well, short on the first free throw. Well, missed both, of course, and Juan Toscano gets a rebound, just gets rejected. Well, three-pointers up, Gutierrez doesn't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it is Mexico who have a 16-point lead right now over Colombia. I think Juan Toscano trying to ask the officials about a potential foul there, but I don't think he's going to get that one. As now we go into the halftime interval break. It is a 16-point lead, as we said, right now to Mexico. Really have controlled the tempo of this game so far. Well, they can see the stats, of course. Colombia 10 for 16 from within inside the rainbow, only 3 three-pointers. While Mexico, very impressive, 8 for 16 from downtown. Well, rebounds surprisingly going in favor of Mexico, winning this one 20-13. That has been a huge difference in this game so far. Gutierrez and Huron, top scorers. We'll leave you with some highlights and be back in 14 minutes for the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualifying matchup between Mexico and Colombia.
Who will you become when the moment arrives? You're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
That long three stuffed home. What a glass-eating effort there by Smith.
Oh, the rejection. Alexander gets up high. Look at that, just great position.
And oh, the hammer. Jeffries. He didn't want to pass up on that opportunity.
Panama going the other way, have numbers. They go upstairs for the throwdown. Carter with the jam.
Again, used another ball screen, finds the big foul. Goodness gracious! Wow! Bem-vindo à Casa do Brasil. Caboclo has come ready to play, baby.
Crosses over, nice spin, nice dime, and reverse. Beautiful finish. And Dominican Republic has seen enough.
I missed it. Ibago Andrews comes up with it. Up big three. Oh, baby! He got it! We're going to double OT. I can't believe it. Action Jackson. Are you serious?
Look at him. Stops on a dime, then he gets a goal. Look at the pass to Delfino. Oh, my. Oh, my. Campazzo. The two-handed overhead pass back to Delfino, who's as hot as a firecracker.
And the heave from the half is good for Canada. Alexander Walker knocks it down to the delight of the fans.
Here's Cubian driving in and has the ball turned over. Campazzo goes the other way. Spin move. Gets down low. Look at him go. Boy, the quality just oozing. Up, spin cycle. Thank you very much. And then he is fearless when he drives to the basket.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualifying matchup between our host Mexico and the visitors Colombia. We're live here in Chihuahua City. And there is head coach Amar Quintero, of course, very happy with how his team have started this game so far. They have a 16-point lead at the moment. Oh, Colombia, again, probably just trying to find ways for them to get back in this one. Well, Colombia at the moment, they only have 3 3-pointers. But the biggest problem for them is they are being out-rebounded. Because at the moment, Mexico have 20 rebounds. Make sure you download the official FIBA World Cup qualifying app where you customize your experience from the qualifiers right up to the final FIBA World Cup, which will be hosted in Japan, Indonesia, and Gilas, Pilipinas. Well, Colombia will get the first possession now here of the second half. Well, they're going to go with Romario Roque at the point guard here, so Hansel Atencia will not start now. Brian Angola also remains in his position here. They go to Juan Teo, who's been very quiet. Only 1 field goal so far. And again, almost turns it over. Romario Roque now 6 points so far with the penetrations he's had going to the basket. Paco Cruz there with the 2 points for Romario Roque. He pulls up for a 3-pointer, doesn't get it. As Baby Duncan can't secure the rebound. So 19-point lead here to Mexico. Stoll now coming off one screen here for Mexico. Double crossover. There's a kick out. As Juan Teo comes up with a loose ball. Brian Angola trying to go all the way to the basket. There's one more pass out. They have a 3-pointer from Jackson. And Michael Jackson tucks a 3-pointer away, cutting it down to a 16-point ball game. And the Southern Colombia just find some inspiration and life in their offense as Paco Cruz tries another 3, and Paco Cruz nails it. Okay. Mexico made it rain as Juan Teo fakes the screen, and Teo doesn't get the and one. But he'll go to the free throw line now here for 2 shots. Well, Teo makes the second free throw now, cutting it down to a 19-point ball game. It's now Paul Stoll with the ball in his hands. Looking to find Gabriel Haran to curl a screen. Well, Haran does turn it over in the end as Romario Roque comes up with it. Well, Jackson lays that up now. He has 5 points here so far. Stoll now with the ball in his hands. Costco finds Toscano. Toscano goes baseline, looking for another kick out. Kicks out Haran. Haran with a pump fake, pulls up for a quick three-pointer. Finally, Mexico missed from the perimeter. Now Juan Teo here in transition. Finding Romario Roque. Back to Teo now, crosswell fade, finding Baby Duncan. Baby Duncan under the basket, gets rejected. Well, Gutierrez with a block. Baby Duncan, one more block. Well, bloqueo, bloqueo. What can he do now? Great defense from Mexico. And now they got numbers. Well, could have had the alley-oop there. And I think that's what the fans want to see. Golden now with the ball in his hands, looking for Baby Duncan. Has to pick and pop now, way short. It's now Paul Stoll trying to push this one. Stoll tries to go the way. No foul called. It was out of bounds, but that's going to be Mexico ball. Stoll kind of fell over there. Should have no arguments, but it's going to be out of bounds. It will be the possession back to Mexico. We're trying to find Toscano now. Kicking this one out here to Paul Stoll. Run now with penetration. Trying to back his way. No foul called. He's out of bounds. And well, Haran trying to hustle for it, but now Angola in transition. Angola, Euro step all the way. Brian Angola, cool as you like there in transition. Cutting it down to a 15-point ball game. Back to Paco Cruz now, got it by Romario Roque, and that's going to be the first team foul here against Colombia in the second half. So Romario Roque picking up the first team foul in the first half, does the exact same here in the second half. So Stoll now finding Paco Cruz here. Cruz looking to go baseline. Trying to force his way and goes in with a little fadeaway. Roque with a rebound. Finding Juan Teo now. Teo trying to back down. And an offensive foul. Great defense by Juan Toscano. And I think Colombia has picked up a technical foul on the bench. I think Mexico's going to get a free throw now. It's going to be one free throw now here to Juan Toscano. So Baby Duncan now goes to the bench to take a breather. And Toscano now will shoot this one free throw for the technical. Remember, he missed 2 free throws right at the end of the first half. Well, short again on the free throw. Well, Toscano now with the ball in his hands. We're going to go to work there. The run now, quick catch to shoot for the perimeter. Three is up, no good. Now Ibarguen Andrews in the game here. Finds Teo, back to Ibarguen Andrews. Well, finds Brian Angola for three. The three is up, and Brian Angola cutting it down to a 12-point ball game. And this is the Colombia we have known over the last few years. The unorthodox style, the unique style that keeps them in games. Remember, 2 times they knocked out Chile in the AmeriCup qualifiers, and more recently here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers with big victories against the teams like Argentina and Brazil. Well, again, Mark Quintero probably saying to his players, do not get too casual. Because remember, you have to, as I already mentioned right before the timeout, of course, Jorge Gutierrez now come back in the end. There's a deep three from Paco Cruz. It's Colombia have knocked over giants before. They have beaten Argentina. They have defeated Brazil in the last window. So don't be fooled by the unorthodox, unique style of how Colombia plays. This team, they are known for upsetting the big teams, of course, here in the America's qualifiers. Foul has been committed against Michael Jackson. Well, Jackson should have no arguments whatsoever. For a handoff now, finding Toscano, reverse pass there, goes to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, little teardrop, can't get it. And Colombia come up with it. And the foul has been committed. And Mario Roque gets a pile drive to the ground there in transition. Watch Roque here in transition. Just getting knocked, of course. .446 to go now. Juan Teo with the ball in his hands. 12-point deficit. Jackson with a penetration. Jackson goes all the way off the backboard. Well, cuts it down to a 10-point deficit. Colombia. And Juan Teo almost comes up with a steal there. Again, this is what we talk about Colombia. They just find a way to get back into games. Mentally, physically, they end up trying to defeat their opponents. Stone now heavily guarded here by Brian Angola. Paco Cruz, the ball in his hands. Finds now Juan Toscano. Toscano fakes it. Goes between the legs. There's a kick out while too casual. 3 seconds left on the shot clock now here for Mexico. Pistol's going to inbound it now. Trying to find Paco Cruz now. Paco Cruz gets it. Cruz end of the shot clock. Way off the backboard. Jackson now in transition. Again, throws it away. There's a poor decision there by Jackson. Stole now the corner finds Toscano, 3, doesn't get it. Gola with a rebound. Things getting quite heated now. This is Brian and Gola time, finds Teo under the basket. Juan Teo missed it, gets the offensive rebound. And Juan Teo will go back to the free throw line with a chance to cut this down to single digits. Juan Toscano emotionally now just allowing this to get to him at the moment. Missed the first free throw. Wow, missed them both, and a wasted opportunity there. And now Toscano with the ball in his hands finds Paul Stoll. Stoll now for a deep Hail Mary 3. And Mexico at the moment can't buy a bucket for the perimeter. Great defense by Paul Stoll. It's going to go out of bounds, but it still will be Colombia ball. And now Perez will come into the game here for Mexico. Okay, great defense there by Perez. Fabian Jaimes not allowing Mexico to get the ball inbound. Not allowing Colombia to get the ball inbound. Juan Teo now. Got it by Juan Toscano. Trying to back down, spin move, goes up with it. And that's a smart move there by Juan Teo. You got to ask the question, why doesn't Colombia go more often to these options in the low post? And now Juan Teo, who misses his last 2 free throws. He's going to go back to the free throw line here. Another chance to cut this down to single digits here for Colombia. Well, this one he makes. Remember, Colombia's been down by as many as 18 points, of course. Well, 19, actually, if you think about it. And Teo now misses. Well, Romario Roque comes up with another steal, but he turns it. Well, no, he doesn't. It goes out of bounds off Fabian Jaimes. So Colombia, yet again, will have another chance as now Ismael Gutierrez comes back in the game here, probably just to give a little bit of size and physicality for Mexico to play with here. We get the ball inbound now to Ibargüen and Andrews. Romario Roque with the ball in his hands. Roque now penetration, contact, doesn't get the and one. But Romario Roque will go back to the charity stripe. It's probably the best he's played so far for Colombia. So far in the qualification windows, playing very much reserve role to Hansel Atencia as he makes the first free throw. But Colombia again have started to really sink the nerves in to Mexico. Roque now moving up to 8 points. It's 3 rebounds, an assist for that matter. Makes them both. Mexico now just dealing with the full court pressure for Colombia. Well, Colombia do have one foul to give. Mexico now with no more fouls to give here. Great defense by, well, Gutierrez has the mismatch on defense. And there's the tip drop, doesn't get it, but Ismael Gutierrez. And that's why Mark Quintero made the change. Just to give him a little bit of size and physicality. And that is the first score for Mexico in quite a while now. Michael Jackson with the ball in his hands. Finds Roque, three, corner, doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound. Angola, big three, got it! Brian Angola cutting it down to a 6-point ball game. I cannot believe it's deja vu all over again. Colombia just find ways to come back in this game. Well, great move there by Gutierrez. And he will go back to the free throw line. Well, big free throws now here for Colombia, for Mexico. Gutierrez just gets the drop on the first free throw. Putting it back up to a 7-point ball game. He makes them both. Bogan Andrews now under 2 minutes to go, looking to throw down a Juan Teo. Comes a triple team now. Jackson tries another three-point, doesn't get it. Gutierrez goes all the way, gets rejected. Great defense by Brian Angola. Now Jackson, well, out of control. Again, this is where Colombia just let themselves down. Probably not having that point guard on the court again affects him. It's probably a time when Colombia could bring in Hansel Atencia. And Mexico now with another chance here. Find Paco Cruz with the pump fake. Perez now with a few seconds left. Got to get something going. And a 24-second violation. Poor offense by Mexico. A big offense again here for Colombia. Kind of Juan Teo. Teo now looking to attack it. Bit of contact, draws another foul. So Juan Teo will go back to the free throw line. If you think about it, if Colombia makes most of the free throws they've missed, I mean, if you look at the stats right now, Colombia at the moment, 7 missed free throws. You make all 7 of those free throws, and essentially it's a 1-point ball game. Again, the free throw struggles still continue now. Makes the second one now, cutting it back down to a 7-point ball game. And now Hansel Atencia comes in for the last 41.7 seconds here of the third quarter. Throw down low to Paco Cruz now. Cruz guided by Roque. Cruz goes in now, takes it. Rebound secured by Ibarguen Andrews. Now Colombia, last shot here. Roque in the lane now, dish it up. Beautiful play there. And now it's a 5-point ball game. I just cannot believe what I'm watching. But it's no surprise. Like against Argentina, like against Brazil, Colombia find a way to stay in the game. I think the officials now are trying to see what happened at the end, but it looks like it's all been cleared. So now, if you're Mexico, you want to get fouled to get to the free throw line. Well, Perez with the ball in his hand now, guarded by Hansel Tensia. Double crossover now. Ibarguen Andrews does a kick out, finds Gutierrez. End of the third quarter, sinks it. And there's a last shot by Hansel Tensia. Will not count regardless. Well, there you see the stats, of course. Colombia just starting to pick things up now. 15 field goals with inside the rainbow and equaling the rebounds, something they should have been doing right from the beginning, of course. Well, make sure you download Courtside 1891, ladies and gentlemen, to get all the best international basketball all over the world. Remember, Courtside 1891. Well, Mexico now will have this possession, and a foul has been committed. Well, Mario Roque just came over a little bit too aggressively there. Fabian Jaimes now steps up to the free throw line here for Mexico. They missed them both, of course. Colombia do just enough there to survive and get the rebound. Bogdan Andrews goes off the backboard, putting it back down to a 5-point ball game. Again, I cannot believe what I'm watching right now. Bogdan Andrews just enabling another 3-point from Perez. The 3 is up and it's no good. As now Romario Roque puts the ball in the hands here of Brian Angola. Bogdan Andrews back out to Angola here. Angola pulls up for another deep 3, and again, tough shot to take, of course. Foul has been committed. Well, 5-point lead now hit in Mexico. Coastal now kicks out Paco Cruz, 3 in the corner. Cruz nails it. And Paco Cruz with the big-time 3-pointer back to an 8-point ball game. And Mario Roque almost lost the ball now, puts up a circus shot. Juan Teo tries a 3-point again. Offensive rebound goes up in the foul. Smart play there by Almanza just to follow up with the rebound. Almanza steps up, makes the first one, cutting it down to a 7-point ball game. And again, it's a much needed 2 free throws here for Colombia. Makes the second one now. Another miss there from Mexico, and again, Colombia with another chance here. In the lane now, a bit of contact, finds Bogdan Andrews, who cuts down a 4-point ball game. And all of a sudden now, Colombia battling their way back in this one. Paco Cruz now with the ball in his hands. Paco goes all the way down the lane now, finds it, and a foul has been committed. So now Juan Toscano, the NBA champion, Mr. El Señor Golden State Warriors, is back in the game now. He steps up, makes the first free throw now, putting back up by 5 points by Fabian Jaimes. Makes them both. Still a 6-point ball game, and again, very much down to the tradition of Colombian basketball, of course. Finding Almanza now. Almanza. Finding Juan Teo. Teo now looking for a crossover, kicks out. And so Tense has got to get something going. Forces up a Hail Mary 3, doesn't get it. finds Angola. Gola, big three, doesn't get it. Well, Almanzar follows up, and it's back to a 4-point ball game. A big possession now for Gutierrez. I think they're going to call a foul here against Hansel Atencia. And that's going to be 2 free throws now. It's just a silly foul to give away by Hansel Atencia. Stoll steps up and makes the first one. Make that 2 for 2, back to a 6-point ball game. Almanzar now with the ball in his hands. Bit of contact, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. I think a foul has been caught against Paul Stoll, maybe. Well, Juan Teo now down the middle, takes a little jump hook, doesn't get it. Well, Mexico survived this one, and now they can push it. We'll find a Gutierrez now here, transition up to Paul Stoll. Stoll now got it by Ibagué Andrews. Colombia don't want to foul anyone, don't want to send to the free throw line. Goes in, just gets it to drop. And now it's back to an 8-point ball game. Angola gets caught in a ultra double team. Throws it down. Ay, Dios mío. Well, Almanzar. Well, look at the pass here for Brian Angola. Almanzar says, "Este es mi casa. Bienvenidos a Chihuahua." Throw it down, Almanzar. Well, here was the play by Paul Stoll, of course, just finding Fabian Jaimes under the basket. So now Almanzar will go to the free throw line, cut it down to a 5-point ball game. Oh, I missed the free throw. Goes out of bounds. It will be Colombia ball. So Colombia will get the ball back now. Baseline, trailing by 6. Another chance to cut this one down. Can Mexico hang on to this one? But Colombia throw it away. This is where the composure is needed right now. Well, now remember, the problem now for Colombia is they don't want to foul anymore. They don't want to send Mexico to the free throw line. And Paco Cruz now coming off one screen. There's the penetration now, goes in with it. Doesn't get it. And Zalmanza comes up with a loose ball. Well, Teo now posts up, and Juan Teo cuts it down to a 4-point ball game. And Colombia, again, refusing to go away here. Pistone now looking to shake and bake here against Hansel Tensi. There's a pump fake by Paco Cruz. Missed the shot. Teo with a rebound. Well, Hansel Tensi now, 2-possession game. Teo pulls up, goes off the backboard. Wow, Juan Teo, por favor. It is now a 2-point ball game. And Mexico have to call timeout.
Fabián, ¿estás bien? Vamos a ver quién lo defiende. Jugamos normal. Todo lo atacas. Vamos a ver, Paco, si sales. Atacamos. Corso. Vale, cabrones. Tenemos que defender. 1, 2, 3.
Well, look at this from Juan Teo now. One dribble. Just hangs in the air, but I don't think it matters whether he called bank or not. It's Juan Teo just making a big shot there. Keep it coming. Colombia alive in this one. Gabriel Herron has checked back into the game now. Paco now finding Juan Toscano. Toscano saying, clear out now, let me isolate. Toscano down the middle. Toscano, oh, I missed it. It came in and out now. Well, Colombia with a chance here to tie the game up, possibly to take the lead here with a three-pointer. Teo's on fire. Juan Teo, he ties the game up at 76 apiece. And there you can see Brian Angola saying to Juan Teo, you got it, you're on fire, baby. In the lane now, Stoll kicks out. Paco Cruz down the middle, finds Toscano. Toscano 3, NBA champion with the dagger. And he's got the ring to prove it. Big time three-pointer by Juan Toscano. Looking for Brian Angola now. Angola with the ball in his hands, under 4 minutes to go. Going to Juan Teo now. Back out to Ibaguen Andrews. He takes a jump shot, and Ibaguen Andrews knocks down a huge mid-range shot. It's now a 1-point ball game. Mexico still with the lead here. This is just back and forth stuff at the moment. Stoll now. Smell Gutierrez. Here comes a double team. The foul has been committed. It's Hansel Atencia. Let's have a look at the replay. I mean, Hansel Atencia, I think he's fouled him before he's even got the ball there. These are big free throws now here for El Señor Gutierrez. Well, Gutierrez just got to step up and make these free throws right now. Put it back to a three-point ball game.
El poste tenemos que defender, cabrones.
Well, he missed the first free throw, and again, the pressure maybe just getting to these players from Mexico. Maybe it was too easy in the first quarter. He makes the second one. 2-point ball game. And Colombia with another chance here to A, tie the game up, or B, take the lead. Brian Angola now. Got it by Paco Cruz. Angola crosses over. Angola steps back, big three, in and out, doesn't get it. Ibarguen Andrews doesn't get the and one. But he will go back to the free throw line, and the foul is on Juan Toscano. And Toscano has fouled out of the game. And there was a three-pointer by Angola, went in and out. But Ibarguen Andrews with that offensive rebound. And now he's got to step up to the free throw line and make these two shots. Well, these are huge free throws now here for Ibarguen Andrews. Remember the game against Brazil, he was incredible. Makes the first one. Deals with the pressure here. Makes them both. Colombia now, as they do in all the games they play, they just find that one way to stay in this game. They got the switch on defense now. Romario Cruz stole the corner. There's a three-pointer. Three is up. No good. Now Colombia, while scrambling for the basketball, it's Juan Teo now. Looking to get the ball in the hands of a point guard. Juan Teo's got to get the ball up. There's a kick out. There's a three-pointer. Way off the mark there. A wasted opportunity there for Colombia to take the lead. And now Mexico with another chance now. Stoll now, shake and bake. Macaron with the pump fake, pulls up. Long two-pointer, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound. Stoll, corner, three. Still can't get it. Colombia survive again. The gamble now. Teo under the basket. Romero under the basket. Can't finish it. Goes out of bounds. And that was a huge possession there from Romario Roque. All he had to do was make the layup. Paco Cruz one more time now, coming off one screen. Got it by Juan Teo. 10 seconds now, back to Cruz. Cruz with a double crossover down the middle. Cruz now under the basket, great defense. Goes up with it, still can't get it. The follow-up, still can't finish it. I can't believe this. Mexico cannot buy a bucket right now. Well, Brian Angola finds Jackson, crosses over. Jackson puts up a circus shot, goes out of bounds. It will be Colombia ball. And that to me looked like it came off FIBA and Andrews. And the referees are gonna I'm pretty sure that did come off FIBA and Andrews. The officials are going to review this. I anticipate that this is going to go back to Mexico here. I mean, from the angle I saw it, I was almost confident that it had come off of FIBA and Andrews. I mean, I can't see how that's come off of Gutierrez. Here's a better angle. Well, what do you make of this one? I mean, this is a very interesting possession. Maybe actually, you know, I don't know. I still think it comes off FIBA and Andrews' knee there. Well, they've kept it with Colombia. That's very interesting. So Colombia now with 11 seconds here on the shot clock, 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. Another chance here to take the lead. Romario Roque now finds Juan Teo under 10 on the shot clock now. They want to get the ball in the hands. And that's a few seconds left. Well, big three. Angola doesn't get it. Roque trying to do everything he can there. And Mexico come up with it. Well, he was wide open under the basket. They get the ball to him. So another chance here. Stoll now trying to throw it out of bounds. Well, keeps it alive. Again, Mexico. Well, they almost turned on to do just that. Romario Roque comes up with it, finds Almanza under the basket. He bagged Andrews, and he turns it over. And I cannot believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Neither team can get a hold of the basketball at the moment. And again, the nerves right now, these Mexican players, I don't think they could believe it. They were up by as many as 20 points, and Colombia somehow managed to get themselves back in this one. Well, now Jorge Gutierrez is back in the game here for Mexico. Well, now if you're Mexico, you just want to dribble the clock down as much as possible, try and get the last shot here for the game winner. You don't want to foul for Colombia. You don't want to send Mexico to the free throw line. Well, this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. FIBA World Cup qualifiers, round 2, window 4, Mexico 80, Colombia 80. Paul Stoll with la pelota en sus manos. Stoll time, kicks out, hit run, big 3, doesn't get it. Colombia now, one last chance. Can they get it? Juan Teo for the win. Well, that is not going to count. Well, why did Juan Teo not shoot the ball there? And then you can see Brian Angola saying to Juan Teo, why didn't you shoot? And we are going into overtime. I cannot believe this. This is unbelievable. Well, Juan Teo's got to shoot that. What was he thinking? Time had expired. Almanza, I think Almanza thinks he's got the game winner. Well, just like the game against Brazil, well, there you can see Eddie Apisa at the end of regulation. We are going into overtime at the moment. And I cannot believe Juan Teo gave up a pass there. This is phenomenal basketball right now. Mexico versus Colombia, FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, Brian Angola leading the way of all scoring with 14 points. Again, the key thing in this game has been the offensive rebound. Well, the usual saying in basketball is the first team that scores in overtime usually is the team that wins it due to momentum. Well, Romario Roque is in the backcourt here for Colombia. They find Juan Teo now. He pulls up for the mid-range, doesn't get it. Brian Angola tries to go up for the offensive putback, but in the end, no foul called. I think this game's just been incredible how we got to this level. I mean, Mexico had made 16 three-pointers. Angola, 3 in the corner, takes it, nails it. Brian Angola time. Big time three-pointer. And all of a sudden, you can hear the energy just zap out of this arena. Well, Paco Cruz now, he tries a three-pointer from Hail Mary land, doesn't get it. And now Colombia with Ibargüen Andrews throws it down in transition. Well, 5-0 run here in OT for Colombia. Ibargüen Andrews got out in transition. Stoll now had the three-point, didn't go for it. Turns it right over. That's going to go out of bounds. That will be Colombia ball. I just can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Mexico were up by 20. They shot 16 three-pointers in the first half. And Colombia have turned this game right around. The Mexican fans trying to rally behind their players. Mario Roque now coming off one screen. Just turning it over. Great defense by Fabian Jaimes. Roque way too casual with the ball in his hands. Paco Cruz now trying to take on Brian Angola. Falling over under the basket. Little teardrop. Doesn't get it. And Ibargüen Andrews comes up with it. Juan Teo back to Andrews. Transition. And one. Ibargüen Andrews is going to the charity stripe. Para tiro libre. This is what Colombia are known for. Never underestimate the Colombian national team. Ibargüen Andrews. I mean, this is incredible. I'll ask the same question. How does Colombia do this? I think it's not going to count there. It will count, of course. And it's now an 8-point lead here. Pulstall's trying to say it was a Colombian player that went. Well, this is interesting. They're taking Ibargüen Andrews out of the game now. Well, no, it's a timeout, sorry.
Vamos con tres completa. Démosle vuelta. ¡Ey, los de la prisa son ellos! No, usted. ¡Ey! Ataques tú la segunda y... ¡Ey! Metemos la de dos, sirve. Un triple. Si estamos solos con triple, la tiramos. Y después, 3 minutos y medio. Dos stops, cabrones. Vamos a jugar, los dos. Vamos. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Mexico need to get a basket here now. A foul has been committed against Romario Roque. So there's going to be 2 free throws here to Mexico. So Ismael Gutierrez now will shoot the 2 free throws here for Mexico. So Ibargüen Andrews in the game here along with Jackson. And Gutierrez miss the free throw. It makes the second one now, cutting it down a 7-point ball game. He almost still, the dude just goes out of bounds there. Not bad by Fabian Jaimes, but it wasn't enough to come up with a loose ball. Jackson now kicks out to Juan Teo. Teo almost threw it away. Again, it's plays like this where Colombia just gets so sloppy, but again, there's no arguments. I'll take you back to the game against Argentina when they won the FIBA America Cup qualifiers. Brazil at home. Well, Juan Teo shake and bake, doesn't get it. Matsad does just enough there. Angola's going to slow this down one more time. Jackson wide open. Again, doesn't get it. And now Mexico with another chance here with Paco Cruz. Remember, the game is not over. Paco Cruz, big three. 3 puntos, por favor, señor Paco Cruz. Cutting it down to a 4-point ball game. Well, they put the ball in the hands now. Brian Angola got it by Jorge Gutierrez. Angola splits the defense. And he's fouled. So Angola will go to the free throw line here for los tiros libres. Well, big free throws now here for Brian Angola. Well, it's going to be a big possession out here. It's Jorge Gutierrez tries to go the length of the floor. 5-point lead now for Colombia. Well, the foul's on the ground. There's no surely he's going to try and get called the shooting foul, but Gutierrez with a chance to cut it down to a potential 3-point ball game. All he's got to do is step up and make these free throws. Makes the first one. And the former Brooklyn Nets superstar. Well, Jorge Gutierrez, as we mentioned, wasn't drafted, but of course, makes the second one now. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. Colombia's 8-point lead has now been cut down to 3. Juan Teo now bringing the ball up here. Finding Ibargüen Andrews. Trying to put the ball in the hands of Brian Angola. Well, this is Brian Angola time, under 10 on the shot clock. Angola down low here to Juan Teo. 4 on the shot clock. Teo, step back, fade away, doesn't get it. Ibargüen Andrews, threw it away. Again, a very much a... Well, Madsen doesn't want to commit a foul. He don't want to send Gutierrez to the free throw line. A big moment now here for Mexico. 1:35 to go. Cruz now with the ball in his hands. Here comes the isolation now. Paco time. Paco down the middle. Paco pump face goes up. Paco doesn't get it. And the rebound secured by Jackson. Colombia survived one more time here. Gets caught a double team. It's another turnover. And it goes up. He lays it up. And again, if you're Colombia, you got to be thinking, what are you doing every time you get the basketball? Jackson throws it away again. What is he thinking? Well, Jackson, no composure there. Well, no Hansel Atencia. No Romario Roque in the court. If you're Colombia right now, you're going to be infuriated with Michael Jackson. The turnovers. Well, big possession out here for Mexico. We can take the lead here. Gutierrez now pulls up, takes it, doesn't get it. Again, what is Juan Teo thinking? Just let it go out of bounds. I mean, I can't believe this. So baseline ball here to Mexico. They find Paco Cruz. Cruz, three, doesn't get it. Tip back, no good. And it goes into the hands of Brian Angola. Find it, transition, and a foul has been committed. So Mansa is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. A big free throw now for Almanza. Missed the first one. The pressure getting to Almanza. Well, he needs to step up and make this one now. Makes the second one. So Mexico only down by 2 points. They don't want to commit a foul here. Well, they keep the ball down. Paco now finding Hiron. Pump fakes. Big three. Doesn't get it. It goes out of bounds, but Mexico will get the ball back. This is incredible stuff. Well, Paco Cruz now will inbound this one. Well, Paco Cruz now is going to inbound this. Finds Jorge Gutierrez now to get the ball in the hands of Gabriel Hiron. Back to Paco down the middle. Turns it over. And now Brian Angola is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Great defense by Almanza. Well, Brian Angola, huge free throws, steps up, makes the first one. Well, if you are a Colombian basketball fan, you cannot believe what's happening. Makes them both. Well, Mexico's got to be quick. And Gutierrez now trying to get the ball up the court, and he's fouled. Well, here's the thing now. If you're Gutierrez, you want to make the first free throw, then miss the second one. Hopefully you come up with a loose ball. Well, Gutierrez has got to make this free throw. Oh, he missed it. The pressure. I cannot believe Colombia are going to escape with another big victory here. Makes the second one now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how Colombia do this. I could not tell you the unique style of basketball that Colombia plays. They always find a way. Siempre encuentran la manera de ganar. They always find a way to win. And no sé cómo lo hacen. I don't know how they do it, but it is just truly unbelievable. Colombia are the team of 2022. The spirit, the togetherness of this team. This is a basketball team that only knows one thing, and that is how to finish the game and to leave with a victory. Well, the Mexican fans just trying to make sure that the officials sort out the score. Of course, it's not a 5-point ball game. Well, Colombia's just got to get the ball inbound, get fouled, to get into Brian Angola. Angola this time is fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line. Angola short on the first three-pointer. Well, again, if he misses this one, he gives Mexico a chance to get the ball up the court, maybe to half court, and to get a three-pointer. But he's got to make this free throw. Well, buenas noches, todos aficionados y fanáticos de Bogotá, Colombia, because at the end of this one, Colombia van a tener un gran fiesta aquí en Chihuahua. Colombia wins this one. A vuelta a pasar. Colombia has won again. This is truly unbelievable. Colombia 93, Mexico 89. A pasado de nuevo. It has happened again. Another Colombia victory. Well, they beat Brazil in the last round. They beat another great team. Mexico is one of the greatest teams you'll see here in the Americas. But Colombia have come to Chihuahua, and they have won once again. 13 three-pointers for Mexico. Unbelievable. But they could not buy a three-pointer in the second half. Well, Brian Angola, as he's done, Captain Fantastic, Captain Bogota, Capitan Colombia. Well, this is truly unbelievable. Los Amarillos, Colombia, have come here and deservedly dug deep, and they have won yet again. Truly was an unbelievable matchup, to say the least. Paco Cruz there making a three-pointer, having a few words there for Romero Roque. Well, there was the big dunk there by Almanza. Really changed the tempo of this game. Ibago and Andrews. There you can see Juan Teo with the big time shot.